Welcome back to my Linux crash course. In my last videos, I showed you how to purchase a virtual private server. We also learned how to SSH into our server, how to update our server. Now we are doing the security aspect of our server, which is very important. It's important you secure your Linux server, if not it will get hacked. Remember, our VPS providers will assign root to you as a default user. Also, we have SSH, and that means when we are logging in, we log in with a password. So we're going to lock down SSH. That means we can only log in using keys. Okay, we don't want to use password. Passwords are gateways to brute force attacks. Okay, and because of that, we're going to generate key pairs. We'll be uploading one to our server and keeping one inside our local machine. These keys will help your local PC or your local machine and your remote server create a connection or trust. There will be a trust between the two of them, and that way there's no need entering passwords. So if that sounds interesting, let's see how we're going to create or generate SSH keys. From there, we'll be uploading those keys to our remote server, and then we'll now lock down SSH completely. If you have not watched my last video, go back and watch that video. All right, I taught you how to disable or how to create a non-root user. All right, and we gave that user sudo privileges. So we're going to now log into that user that we created, and from this moment onwards, you have to use your non-root user. Stop using root. All right, because we'll be logging down root. Okay, and then we'll enter our IP address. Okay, so let me see. All right, so this is our IP. Okay, after that we hit enter. Now let's enter our password, the password we created for this user. Okay, so enter the password. Now as I type my password, you're not going to see anything. This is a normal thing. All right, now hit enter, and we are logged in to our server. We logged in with the use of a password and a username. So this is not what we want. We want to log in using some keys. All right, SSH keys. So to do so, all we need to do is disconnect. Okay, so just go out of your connection, clear, Control D, you disconnect. Okay, so Control D, you are disconnecting from your remote server. Okay, so before we generate our keys, this is for Ubuntu or Linux users, those of you who already use Linux as their operating system. Let's print working directory and know where we are. We are going to our home or root directory. So we would put cd, we're changing directory to home like this. Now inside here, what we're going to do is we want to make sure we navigate into a directory called .ssh. Hit enter, and we're in a directory called ssh.ssh. List the content, and you should see these files inside your .ssh. If you are not using Linux or Ubuntu, don't worry, I'll be showing you in other videos how you can also do the same thing using PuTTY. So once you are here, the only thing you need to do is we're going to create our keys. So to generate your keys, just type SSH dash keygen, that's key generation. Okay, short for key generation. So keygen, after that we put T, and then we put RSA dash, we'll specify the bits, which is 4096. So just put 4096, hit enter, and the keys are generated. So just wait for them to generate. Now hit enter, because we want our keys to stay in this folder. Okay, so we're going to save these keys inside this directory. So just hit enter. After that, let's give our keys some passphrase. This is like a password. Okay, so anytime you need to open your keys, you need to enter this passphrase because it's for security reasons. Okay, so enter your password, hit enter, enter password again, hit enter again, and your keys are what? Generated. Now let's list ls, and we should now see two files. So this is your secret keys, and this is your public key with this pup. I can show you these public keys without issues, but do not show these secret keys to anyone. Okay, so let me just show you my public keys. So I can cut, and then I'll just show my public keys, and these keys you can print it and even put it on a notice board and nothing will happen. But the problem is, it only becomes a problem if you show or if you add them this your private keys. Okay, so next what we are going to do is, after we create the keys, we're going to copy our public keys and put them inside our remote server. All right, and that's what we'll be covering in our next video. So let me just clear my screen. And my next video, I'm going to show you how we can copy these keys, the public key, and put it on our remote server. That way it can establish a connection. Okay, so thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.